it's over.
The police station suddenly received a murder case emergency call. As a forensic expert, I quickly arrived at the crime scene. I saw a very familiar method of operation. This had to be the work of that serial killer motherfucker Arthur. When the victim's neighbor said the victim's name was Kyle Butler, I suddenly felt a bit scared because I had used this fake name when investigating him a few days ago. Then I quietly came to his front door. When he wasn't paying attention, I easily controlled him. I believed Arthur would definitely come here. I decided to wait for him quietly here. After a while, I suddenly saw his figure from outside the window. I immediately hid behind the wall. I was ready to quickly control him when he walked in, but this motherfucker seemed to sense something was wrong. When I heard the door close, I immediately rushed out. I didn't expect he had already quietly left. It would actually dare to come to the police station looking for me, because the police had never found any evidence of his crimes. So now I couldn't have the police arrest him directly. At this point, he finally knew my real identity.
Hello, Dexter Morgan.
He knows my name, occupation. He can find out about my family. My family. What the hell have I done? So what do you want?
I want you to disappear from my life, like a ghost.
Immediately drove and followed him. Eventually I followed him to an underground parking garage. At this moment I suddenly appeared behind him and easily controlled him. Then I pushed him into the car and closed the car door. I originally thought everything was over, but when I opened the car door, I found some guy and 2 cops standing next to my car. Because I had accidentally damaged his side mirror while chasing Arthur, I had to deal with this trouble first.
You fucking hit my car. Learn how to drive, you idiot.
Calm down. Look, I'm sorry. I was on my way to a crime scene. Miami Metro, forensics.
Come on, he's working the whole cop brotherhood angle. No one's above the law, pal.
I forced myself to stay calm. I told him I would compensate him for all his losses, but that motherfucker cop thought I was hit and run. The next evening, I ambushed near his house in advance. While he was working on his car, I suddenly rushed out. I easily subdued him. Then I brought him back to my house. I was the same type of person as him. This was complete fucking bullshit. I only go after those who are truly evil. But he had already completely lost all principles. Finally, I punished him in the name of justice. I finally won this battle. But when I got home, I found my wife wasn't there. I immediately called her. I found her phone was actually at home. At this moment, I suddenly heard my son crying. I immediately rushed over.